Hey folks, you don't usually get on to a 50 year old boat in a motorcycle riding gear. But then yes, the weather's pretty cold here in Ushuaia, and I've been spending some time by the bay here, watching some fantastic sailing boats and big boats that are coming in and out, and lot of excitement. But what's really exciting has been today, wherein I happened to bump into a person who's got a passion that possibly, like, my words might not give you the exact excitement, but to give you a very, very brief background to who this man is, Dan Stroud. He is on Facebook, but he's got a beautiful blog as well. This man, a citizen from the United Kingdom, has been sailing for the last 1 year. And my immediate question was, how long would you take? His immediate answer without a thought is as long as it takes. And guess what, guys? This man has been sailing all the way from the UK. He started from Plymouth in a 50-year sailing boat, a 50-year, and this is amazing. I would like to introduce you to Dan Stroud right now. It's so wonderful for you to have invited me into your beautiful boat. I can't imagine that you have the guts to take a 50-year-old boat around the world. That's amazing. I always tell people, it's a people's passion that can take you places.
It is.
Now, tell me something about yourself. I don't want to go ahead and keep on talking.
It is the passion that takes me around the world, not the boat. Yeah,
Absolutely.
The only boat. The boat's 50 years old. It was cheap. Yeah, and it was my kind of boat, and I don't want anything modern and fancy. Just something simple, low tech. So and it's my passion that drives me.
Absolutely.
And it's my passion that brought me to Ushuaia. Not many people come down here. It's quite out of the way. It's a long way down. If you look on a world globe, we're like right underneath on the bottom. It's pretty amazing.
Beautiful.
Most people go other nicer routes. So.
Please tell us about your travel right from the time you started from Plymouth.
Oh my God. Well, I left in a little over a year ago, and you have to remember here, I've only been doing this for 2 years. I've sailed from Plymouth to here in a year. But before 2 years ago, I never sailed a boat in my life. I'd never been on a boat in my life. So
wow.
This is all brand new. This has been a learning curve like that. So the trip for me was easy until we got to this side of the Atlantic. Coming across the Atlantic, I must confess I was actually bored. There was nothing to do, no sails to change, no change of wind direction. It was consistent trade winds, and it was just like the same all the way. And then coming to South America and coming down the South American coast from Brazil and to Uruguay and to Argentina and to Chile has been a really mixed bag. Lots of different weather. Lots of storms, lots of becalments, lots of wildlife.
Wow.
Lots of highs, a few lows. It's actually been a really spectacular journey. And to come to Ushuaia is like the crowning thing for me.
Absolutely, the crowning glory for the moment.
And to be here in amongst this amazing, surrounded by these mountains with snow. And I've been out into the channels. I was up there for a week. I'm intending to go to Valdivia, which is through the channels, and up to the east coast of Chile. And it's like going in another world that hasn't been changed or touched in any way for like millions of years, and that for me is a really, really special experience, and I'm really looking forward to going back there. So
beautiful. You want to tell us something about your boat?
My boat.
What is it equipped with to take you around?
Me?
Yeah. Absolutely. You have a stove there. Lovely.
Yeah. What is it? What is it equipped? I have one thing not many people have. I have a wood burning stove. This one.
Wow.
Here. this one here. And this is wood that goes in the stove, and it's actually really effective. And of course, it's free. You know, I can get wood anywhere that I go, so that's fantastic. So yeah, I have a stove. I have a wood-burning stove. I have a stove. I have radio equipment, navigation equipment. Yeah, but I don't have a radar. I don't have a shower. I don't have a refrigerator. I keep it really basic. Yeah, I don't have like lots of lights or anything. It's I like to keep it really simple.
Super, absolute old school, old school.
And actually, I've learned to navigate by celestial navigation using sextant and charts, which is quite unusual, and it's quite a struggle to learn. But I've learned it now, and that I really enjoy, and it really takes up a lot of my time as well.
Excellent.
And that really makes you feel more in touch with your environment. I don't want to steer a boat by a screen. Yeah, I want to be a part of the environment I'm in, and I want to like look at the weather and look at the sky and look at the sea state, and I want to understand what's going on and what it's doing.
Beautiful.
And use a compass and use old-fashioned means of navigation.
You
know, using basically the sun or some planets,
absolutely,
or the moon to get a fix on my position.
Have you got into any kind of a situation wherein those things have not really helped you, or have you been? Did you end up taking a wrong route or a direction which... Have you got lost?
I've not got lost, but I failed to predict some tidal streams relatively close to the coast, which meant I ended up a lot nearer to a point I didn't want to be. There was a headland in the north, and I planned to be 20 to 30 miles off when I went past it, and I ended up 6 to 8 miles off. That wasn't ideal because it's actually quite potentially dangerous situation, but I managed to deal with it.
But you're here, and all is good.
And I'm here, and all is good, yeah.
Okay, you know, we also discussed about your trip to India.
Yes.
Now let's hear it from you again.
Well, so this is just a few years ago. I was staying in an ashram in the north near Haridwar, and I was there for 2.5 months, and I just had this thing about I want to walk to Varanasi from Haridwar, and it's like 900 miles. And it's like a kind of, in Hindi there's a word called yatra, huh?
Yatra, yeah.
So this was like
brilliant
pilgrimage.
Pilgrimage, absolutely.
I'm going to walk along the river Ganga to Varanasi with nothing.
Absolutely,
a pair of old black pajamas, an old shirt, a scarf. I had a blanket and a toothbrush, and I think that was about it. And flip flops. And I literally left the ashram and started walking. I had a stick as well. I was a bit like sort of playing the part of a sadhu. It's great. And I walked for the first 3 days, and I kind of realised logistically it was difficult because you can't just find places to eat, and you know, if there's nothing to eat, there's nothing to eat, and it was very cold at night also. And I thought actually this the crux of it was, try not to make this too long, but the crux of it was I didn't want to rely on people's charity. I felt that was not fair, because I am comparatively wealthy in comparison with a lot of people, and they were giving of themselves, giving through huge kindness and love, to me. And I was like, well, I can actually do this for myself. I shouldn't be taking from these people. There was a thing there, and I thought I need to be more independent. So anyway, I bought an old bicycle for 1,000 rupees, which was kind of falling apart, but it did the job, and I cycled the rest of the way, about 700 kilometers, all through the villages.
Brilliant. I'm gonna post that picture with your permission. That's a brilliant picture that you've shared with me. Thanks, Dan. In fact, the essence of my travels is to showcase people who I meet, people with similar kind of passion to travel around the world. Could be old school, new school, but you are a phenomenal person. I have had an opportunity to bump into today. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope you all, all the very best for your journey ahead. Keep sailing, and have fun.
Yeah, and can I say it's great to meet a kindred soul on the road, because obviously you're into this too, yeah?
Yeah,
It's,
absolutely. Yeah.
yeah, and it's really fantastic to meet that in a person.
Thank you.
Because it takes guts, it takes courage,
Yeah.
it takes a little bit of craziness.
Absolutely. A lot of craziness, not a little bit of.
And a lot of faith as well.
Absolutely.
And,
yeah.
There's something about just opening ourselves to experiences and going out to meet life, and then life comes to meet us. And
Absolutely.
that just doesn't happen when you sit at home.
Exactly, Dan. You got
it
that
doesn't
right.
happen in your comfort zone.
Yeah,
You have to
yeah,
get
it
out
does.
and make
Yeah,
it happen.
yeah,
and
absolutely,
You're
yeah.
that guy as well. So it's
Thank you.
really-
Thank you so much, Dan. Thank
Okay.
you. All the best. All the
Okay,
best.
you too.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, guys, this is Dan's 50-year-old boat that's parked in the bay in Ushuaia. He has got a kayak, and he's got the required floaters, and he also has a solar panel here. And as you can see, there's a lot of wood which this boat has. Clearly, and nothing jazzy fancy on the railings, because he's just maintained it the way it is. Imagine sailing around the world in a 50-year-old boat. Now that's some kind of a passion, I must say. It's just 20. What's the length of the boat?
31 feet.
It's a 31 feet boat. Beautiful. Enjoy, guys. These are people you need to follow. Chase your dreams the way you want to. Let me quickly do a 360 of this beautiful cabin that's inside this 50-year-old sailboat. That's his kitchen. A reference. Deflated globe.
That's my map.
That's your map,
That's how I
yeah.
find
And
myself
this is the
around.
most interesting aspect. Imagine, guys, this guy's from the UK. That's his daughter and son there. Beautiful, and what a lovely collection of shells this guy's got. Beautiful, beautiful. And that's the wooden burner. And I'm sure the one in between is a sadhu from India.
Yeah. Jaipur,
Jaipur, wow, lovely.
on the street. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's his bedroom. Gets packed when he's sailing. And that's Dan himself. It's just how big is the living area here? Leave alone your bedroom.
How big is this bit?
Yeah?
It's like about no more than 3 meters by 2.
3 meters by 2.
Yeah.
That's your living space.
Yeah, and
Awesome.
that's like 2 meters
Yeah?
wide.
2 meters wide.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I'm tall, I had to move the bulkhead back because I'm tall. There
Mm,
wasn't enough length.
beautiful. For a lot of people, this cabin ends before it begins. And you've been sailing in this for the last year,
Yeah.
and it'll take you whatever it takes to travel around the world.
Indeed it will.
Beautiful. Thank you, Dan. Thank you so much.
Thank you.